Hello, vlog family. Thought I would try a little something I thought I would try something a little different with my hair. It's usually either up in a ponytail or a bun or down. So I actually attempted, I spent a solid 20 minutes attempting to put it into like those like buns that like go like a mohawk of buns. Would that be a bun hawk? I'm just picturing a hawk with a bunny tail and ears. Anyway, I tried doing that. It did not work. I don't know what I'm doing. So this is what I ended up with. But for this week, my focus is going to be on script writing. I am wanting to try to get better at, I haven't even started it, so it doesn't really count. I'm wanting to try to start doing more videos on this channel. So instead of doing just a vlog every Sunday of the previous week, I want to do different videos within the week as well, where, I mean, once a week would be the max I could do just because I have other things that I'm doing, but about doing maybe like once every other week or something, or once a month even, just to start out with, to figure out how much time I have to dedicate to these things. But to do like a fun skit video or a Q&A or a fun game with friends or something. Just something to switch it up a little bit so my videos aren't just all purely vlogs. So I have here my hot cocoa, which I have not started drinking yet. But then right here, I have a notebook that my mom gave me. It is mostly empty, except for there, I have all sorts of different video ideas. So I'm gonna go through that and start figuring out what sort of videos I would like to try to make, and just spend this week getting scripts written out for them if they're videos that need to be scripted, like skits and things like that. Or just getting a game plan, sort of a template figured out for the videos to make that don't need a script per se. And then my goal is to then next week, my focus will be on then actually filming all of those, so that hopefully pretty soon I'll start getting some different videos on this channel. But let me know, please, in the comments, if there are any specific kind of videos that you especially like watching on YouTube that you think would be cool, whether it be like DIY videos or cooking videos or like craft videos, if you like music videos or mukbangs or whatever, the list goes on and on. Let me know, and I will do my best to try to accommodate that. Hello everybody, it's Thursday now. I am at home, clearly, sitting on my bed. Dan is in the living room working on some translations for his classes, and in a little bit here we have one of his friends coming over. We're going to be making a new meal that his friend Ian wanted to try, and it's called explosive chicken, which it's not very descriptive of a name, and I'm not fond of explosions in my kitchen, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm trying to find something to keep me occupied until he gets here and we can get started on supper, because when I got home from work for our exercise, we went swimming, as you saw, and I am struggling to stay awake. I have a Dr. Pepper that I've been drinking. I've debated asking Dan if he could make some coffee. I tried to convince him to let me take a nap, and that did not fly. But, so I am trying my hardest to stay awake, because all I want to do right now is nap. Hello everybody, it's Friday now. I am home, I have taken a bath, I am just as tired as I was yesterday, but I'm not gonna nap because I don't know why. But I have all of this massive stack of stuff right here. Most all of that is coloring books for the coloring book day video that I'm thinking of doing. And next to it, that you just saw, is a box for a bundt cake store. So today at work, we celebrated two of our employees' birthdays, and both of their birthdays are next week. but Shannon will be on vacation, so we went ahead and celebrated today by getting bundt cakes and pizza for lunch, which was delicious. But on my way out, which I'm warming up leftovers right now, so ignore the microwave noises. But on the way out after work today, Jamie told me to take some pizza and bundt cakes home for Dan. So I have one of each of the bundt cakes. One, it's just like a chocolate bundt cake. That one is red velvet. These two are lemon, and that one is a white chocolate raspberry. So I took one of each home, and then there was already a lemon one in there, so she said I could just take that one as well. And then in the fridge, I have 2 massive slices of pizza, so for Dan to have. So yesterday, we had Ian come over, and I tried to film some, but I'm still a little awkward with filming with people that I don't know, really well, who I don't know how comfortable they are being on camera. So I, kind of filmed, kind of didn't, but we made that explosive chicken, and I told my coworkers about it today, and I was like, it was an explosive failure. I had really high hopes for it, but the recipe was just really weird. It called for, basically, you deep fried the chicken, and so it called for a marinade to put the chicken in for only about 15 minutes. Marinate it for that, then you completely drain all the marinade out, and then you put it in the batter for frying it. And the batter recipe was 1.5 cups of rice flour, 1.5 cups of cornstarch, and 3 cups of seltzer water, which basically gave us a bowl full of this batter that was the same consistency as milk. And if any of you have tried deep frying anything and dipping it into a batter of sorts, that is not good. That does nothing. So we don't know what was going on there, but we went ahead and tried adding a lot more flour to it, just a little more cornstarch. I don't really know why they wanted so much cornstarch in there, probably for a thickening agent, but it did not do anything. So we added the rest of the rice flour that we had, and it made it a little thicker, so we just worked with what we had. We had a bunch of chicken that we cut up into little bite-sized pieces. And we tried frying all of that, and then it had this, spice mixture that they had us put together that had a whole bunch of Szechuan peppercorns in it. Bunch of sugar. There was so much sugar in this. And salt and pepper and other seasonings. And you mix it all together, and after the chicken is fried, you take it out of the oil, put it on a pan that's covered in paper towels, and you sprinkle it all with the seasoning. And so we did that. I was eating it, and we just made white rice to go as a bed for the chicken. And it doesn't call for any sort of sauce or anything to put on it. It was good, kind of. I'd never tasted anything like it before. There was more steps to go, but I had to leave so I could Skype with my friend Amanda. It left my tongue and my lips feeling really tingly. And I'd never felt that before. So after I'd finished eating the little bit that I made, I actually, because the feeling wouldn't go away, so I actually ended up going into the bathroom and looking at my tongue to see if I was having some sort of allergic reaction, because it was just the strangest feeling I've ever felt after eating food before. And it finally went away. I drank a ton of water, and it finally died down after a couple of minutes. But Dan and Ian continued on with the rest of the steps, which were to, after all the chicken was fried, then they took down our wok, which if you don't know what a wok is, it's just a very deep pan the sides go up and out, so that it's very good for stir fries and stirring stuff. So they took the wok and they heated up a little more oil in it. Ian loves to experiment with new meals before he's even tried it. So he was he tried a piece of the chicken as it was, and he was maybe some garlic will help that. So we added garlic to it, and they ended up doing more of the whole peppercorns. They had some Szechuan dried peppers that they cut up and added to it, and a little bit of the seasoning. And once you get all of that in the oil, mix it up, get it nice and hot, and then you add the chicken back into that and stir it all up. And so Ian and Dan actually added a little soy sauce to it as well, so it would have a little bit of sauciness to it. Then they were ready to eat. And Amanda had to delay a couple extra minutes, so I was able to still try some of it like that as well. So we all sat down to try some, and we made a plate, and like Ian was adding a little extra soy sauce onto the rice to give the rice some flavor, and we were all trying it, and we were all just really quiet. And then I had to excuse myself because I went to go Skype, but I could hear Ian and Dan in the kitchen still talking about how their mouths and their tongues were like feeling super tingly and how it was such the strangest sensation ever. I was talking to Dan this morning. The closest thing I can describe it to was when you eat something that's really spicy and you have like that spicy heat burning sensation in your mouth. It was like that minus any of the actual burning sensation. So it was like your mouth was burning from heat, but you didn't feel any of the burn or any of the pain or anything. It was such a strange feeling. Dan told me this morning that him and Ian continued to try to tweak it and do things to it to make it taste better because he was like, it was borderline overwhelming. And he said everything that they tried just made it worse. So we ended up throwing it out, which is a bummer because we used a lot of chicken and we bought a lot of this stuff from an Asian market just for this recipe. But I mean, they ended up having some great conversation for the night anyway, but it was a strange recipe. So that is the footage and all of that from that, and that's whole story. It's Saturday now, and Dan and I are headed out. At work today, I was thinking to myself, oh, okay, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna edit the vlog, and it's just gonna be like a shorter vlog of mostly me talking, and not a lot's gonna happen. Wrong. At work, Aaron snuck out of nowhere and threw out a comment in passing saying, hey guys, I'm gonna go to the trampoline park today and it's gonna be super awesome and fun and great and exciting. You should come too. And I thought, yeah, maybe I will. And she goes, it's gonna be so much fun. And I thought, yeah, it would be pretty fun. And then she said, it'll be great vlog footage. And I thought, she's not wrong. So that is where we are currently headed.
Have you been to a trampoline park?
I have not ever been to a trampoline park, but I've seen lots of videos of people at trampoline parks, and it looks like a great time.
like 2 hours. We're back in the car getting ready to go home, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. If you like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do that so you don't miss any vlogs. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye.